Gareth finishes 1-0 here at Oldham Athletic. Sam Vokes' first goal for the club. All 3 points. Just sum it up for me.
We found a way today, and that's a sign of a good side. We found a way. We probably got away with a couple of chances from Oldham. They've got to stick them in the goal, haven't they? I think they missed from a yard, and then they missed the side netting a couple of times. But when we were asked to, we hit the target, and Sam's scored a lot of goals in his career, so all he needs is one chance. And yeah, brilliant for the fans. I mean, they were unbelievable, the fans, superb. Yeah, it was a tough game, massive pitch today. We didn't seem at it as we have been at times, but like I say, we found a way, and that's brilliant. It really is. I'm really pleased because we rode our luck at times, but you got to stick the ball in there, and that's what Sam did.
The conditions not great either. I appreciate it's the same for both teams, but it makes it slightly harder.
Yeah, they had a decent attacking threat with Quigley, with his headers, and they probably sort of adapted to the conditions a little bit better than us in the second half, especially. I think first half there was absolutely nothing in the game. Second half, I thought first 20 minutes they really came at us. He changed formation, I think, Mickey, at half time slightly, and they were rolling inside a little bit, and that caused us a few problems. So I changed our formation, so I went to a 4-3-3, thinking that we may be able to get more pressure higher up the pitch, and thankfully it worked. It doesn't always work, but we had two wingers on the pitch, Joe and Aaron Rowe, and then young Cruz making his league debut, which is a massive compliment to the youth setup here, and Sam obviously coming on, doing his bit as well. So I thought all subs again made a real good impact, but I have to say that the way we defended for that last 15 minutes was imperious. Robbie McKenzie and Smithy, Gailey and Clarkey and Dan Morris, wow, really did. And I got to stick Ethan Coleman in there, because he and Mons, because in front of the back four they were just brilliant, picking up the bits. We had to see it out today, and I said before the game, we come to Oldham and everyone thinks, oh, look where Oldham are on the table, look where Gillingham are, this will be an easy game. That was probably our toughest game yet. It was really tough game. They're gonna beat teams here without a doubt, so it's brilliant after another 7-hour journey yesterday to get up here and take the points home.
Just finally from me, I'm going to pinch your phrase, if I may, emptying the tank, and everyone certainly did that today. Yeah,
they did. This pitch is enormous. It really is a big pitch, and everyone emptied the tank. I thought Josh Andrews and Nev ran the socks off up front. And we came here to be solid, to get something. In first half, we did that. Then when Oldham opened up and came at us, I had to change our formation to go at them a little bit, and it became very sort of basketball at the end, but we did it. We got away with it. Boys emptied the tank, fans emptied the tank, and I'm really proud to say that we've had a first away win this season. That's special.
Gareth, thank you. Hopefully not a 7-hour drive home. Fingers crossed. Ben, all yours.
Gareth, your players at the moment, they must be, feeling on cloud nine, but feeling like they're just going to go into every game and not get beat at the moment.
Yeah, we've got that, and that's great for a team to have. We feel like we'll find a way to win, no matter how it is. It's a set piece again, and we're getting a reputation for that, which is great. But they're so important in the lower leagues, and we didn't have many open cut chances. I thought Josh had a couple in the first half, a shot, I think 2 or 3 shots. Nev had a shot blocked in the second half. Aaron Rowe had a shot blocked. So we are creating, but they were solid today, Oldham. You've got to give them credit. They've changed their personnel for us a little bit, I'm hoping, and that's a big respect. But like I say, we found a way, and good teams find a way. They really do. But it wasn't just finding a way. We score on 70 minutes, and there's 20 to go. We have to see the game out. Lads did it absolutely brilliantly, really good. You got Joe Baudet putting tackles in on the halfway line at the last minute of the game. Aaron Rowe carrying the ball up the pitch for us. I've got a good squad. I've got some real good options, and it was everyone who contributed today. And like I say, looking forward to the journey home now. Lost my voice a bit, but ready to go again on Tuesday now.
And I think when Cruz Besant was born, Sam Vokes was probably Cruz's age now. But Sam Vokes, obviously that's the sort of reason you brought him to the club, because you know what a threat he can be in the opposition box.
Listen, I think Josh Andrews has got a reputation already after 6 games that he's he's something special in this league, and he really is. People are doing their homework on us and going, "You got to stop Andrews," and they did. To be fair, they fought him well. They scrapped him. They didn't give him much ball. So then, okay, we change it. We'll put Sam Vokes on. He's a little bit different, very similar stature, but probably a bit more refining what he does, and that's why Josh is going to learn from him so much. And you know, I think that having that option is something that when Vokesy came here, I wanted to say to Vokesy, look, you know, you're not going to start every game because of, you know, we know the age he is, but you're going to impact this team. He mentors the boys in the dressing room. He does clips with the boys. He talks to them about my crazy words sometimes and the craziness that I, because he's been through it all before. You know, we made the playoff final for the championship against Sunderland, you know, at Wickham, and that should never be happening. But Vokesy said, yeah, this is why we do it, and this is what we believe in, and it's a great result today. It really is, because when you're not at your best and you still find a way to win, that's the mark of a decent team.
Early doors, but you're top of the league. No better place to be, I suppose.
Nah, obviously everyone get carried away now, but I'll bring everyone down to earth. We probably didn't warrant the top of the league with this performance, but all the others we did, you know, and it's crazy to say, but listen, I'll take that back actually. We did deserve it with this performance, because we've ran and emptied the tank, covered every blade of grass against a team who feel at home here, feel like they can make something happen. They'll get going. Oldham will get going. Mickey Mellon's a good manager. So yeah, sitting top is really nice, but it's very early days, you know. We're not even, we're about a tenth of the way through the season, and very, very early days.
Yeah, no Johnny Williams today. Was he out injured? And obviously that's why Cruz has got his chance and came on and just ran and pressed and did everything.
Yeah. Johnny and Nelson both picked up a knock in midweek. You know, there's no rumours in transfer window coming up that Johnny's getting a move anyway. He's very happy, and Nelson likewise. They both want to be part of this, so they both couldn't make the trip today. No risk. We want to keep them all fit. So Cruz was our only fit midfielder on that bench. So, you know, I thought, again, I don't want to lose Daki, because Daki's so important to us as well. So that was his moment. He took it well. There's plenty to learn, and I'm sure his head will be spinning about what happened. But he'll always remember that celebration in front of the Gillingham fans away at Oldham when we won 1-0. So real good lad. Plays off both feet. Very good, very accomplished, but it's a different level when you come into the first team.
And will there be a few players like him, but I suppose some of your senior players as well, knocking on your door and wanting to be involved on Tuesday night and getting a chance? Yeah,
there's not many more senior players we've got. You know, they're all here today. So we'll see what we do Tuesday now. But it'll all be about you know, the legs and making sure that we're not risking anyone injury wise, and we're competitive in the games. There's some rules that really frustrate me, you know, because we'd never take it lightly, but you sort of govern that you have to do certain things in this competition, and believe me, it kills teams like Gillingham when we've got a small squad and the way we want to do things. But we'll give it a go, and I'm sure Fulham will be doing their research on us, and if we keep playing the way we do, I'm sure we can turn anyone over. So looking forward to Tuesday, and then we've got the big derby next Saturday at Bromley.
Very lastly for me, plans for transfer deadline day, where you're going to sit yourself? We're going to be booking in a late night pizza or something, planning it to be a late one?
I'll be at the ground on Monday until the deadline closes at 7, because there's a couple of bits of business that we've got pending with the guy on the TV spinning the plates. We've got a few of them spinning around, and but I think other people have also got them spinning and got these maybe smashing, and maybe we can grab one. I don't know yet. It's all really tough, because things change by the hour, and this last week players weren't available, and now they do come available, and we're going, right, well, we've got him, but he might be able to come, but we'd prefer him, and he might now, and he's available now. And it's mayhem. When the window closes, that's some of my best moments as a football manager, but I'm still trying to get one player in, and that's big for me.
Good luck for it.
Cheers.
Yeah, just on the window, if we can. I mean, it does being top and being unbeaten in the first 6 games, the start you've made, does that make it easier to attract the player or players that you want?
I'll tell you on Monday. Yeah, it's good, but it also says that maybe we don't need to make any wholesale changes. We've got a good group, you know. Obviously, it's tough, because when you sign players, they want to come to play. But nobody's done anything wrong who's playing now to be out the team, you know. So it's a balancing act, you know, and I think we need one more numbers wise, just to make sure that I'm covered in all the areas, and that's what I want to do. And like I say, we hopefully will look at the league and go, oh, Gillingham look like they're doing okay, and it looks like a good place to be right now. So hopefully we can get some over the line. But if we don't, I'm really happy with what I've got. Like I say, dipping into the youth team is great. It's great for Joe Dunn, who does a fantastic job with those boys, and it's also great for Gillingham as a whole. Because with Sam Gale, Joe Bode, Cruz today, Stan Sargent came on in the cup game. So we are generating these boys coming through, but I still need some quality players above them to make sure we're competitive in games and we're not out of games.
And the window closing at 7, does that make any difference to you, apart from, I guess, you get home early?
I get home on Monday evening, yeah. So it's a weird one. They change it a lot, So 7 o'clock will be, will be, like I say, a nice time, because we'll know exactly where we are, what we've got. Don't need loads. Tell you, I'm really happy with what I've got. These boys are giving me everything, and they're finding a way. Maybe could add, one more bit to it. It'd be great. But if not, then we are what we are.
The game here at Oldham, conditions probably not what you'd expect in August. How much did that dictate? How much was it in terms of getting used to? Because you haven't sort of exactly just slid into the wet weather.
Listen, I'm from Blackburn. I know what the conditions are like in August up here. We're all in the valleys. There's rain everywhere. I've said to the boys, there's 3 stages of the season. There's that one where it's all the pitches are nice and everyone's great and it's enjoying it, and we've just come out of pre-season. And then there's this bit where I think we can all agree it's got that slightly bit colder. The rain's come down today. The nights are getting closer. The mornings are getting darker. This stage of the season is really important as well. You've got to have players who can graft in this stage of the season, and we will. So hopefully we can take some learning from today, because that was a tough game, definitely, but we found a way.
And that was the sort of performance that teams that are going to do well are going to put in, isn't it? Where you go away from home and you might have backs to the wall at times, but you get through it.
I think what we are now is when we play top of the league, you check Crews and your Chesterfields, we seem to raise our game because they're top of the league. People are doing that against us now, so we've got to be very wary of that. But got some good experience in the side and some young boys who are learning very quickly. Now really pleased, and I say league table is very early, so I don't really want to keep referencing it, but it's nice to be sat there at the end of 6 games, and we'll see where we're at the end of 46. That's important.
And despite the injuries you mentioned, you can still turn around to your bench, and you've still got plenty of experience and players that can come on and do something.
Yeah, definitely. We just Johnny and Nelson. We got Seb coming back. Shadrach, he's very close. Ewan Williams. We've got players who can make big impacts. On obviously Marcus Wiley, Lenny Serino. Some first team players. So I'm quite pleased with where we are. It's just now we've got to make sure that we're not short of numbers, and we're dipping into too many young boys when we get into that second stage of the season, like I say.
And Tuesday's game, is that almost a game you don't want at this stage?
It's there. We have to do it. So we'll see which way we want to use this game. But no, it's a game we have to go into, and obviously you can earn good money and go far in that cup, but it can be a bit of a hindrance sometimes as well. The group stages can be quite thick and fast, so let's get through these first, and I'm sure you'll see some young boys playing, but also you'll have to see some experienced players playing as well.